After Jesus was found in the temple, he went back to Nazareth with Mary and Joseph. There he lived with them and helped them in their daily work. Jesus, who is truly God, chose to obey human parents to give us an example. He lived quietly in Nazareth in obedience, humility, and poverty until he was about 30 years old. His hidden life teaches us how important prayer, humility, and obedience are in God's eyes. Jesus' life can be divided into 3 parts. 1. His childhood, up to age 12. 2. His hidden life, up to the start of his public teaching. 3. His public life, from then until his death. After King Herod killed the holy innocents, Mary and Joseph took the child Jesus to Egypt to keep him safe. They stayed there until Herod died. An angel appeared to Joseph and said, "Get up and take the child and his mother back to Israel." Joseph obeyed immediately, just as he had obeyed when told to flee to Egypt. He trusted that God, who cares even for the birds, would take care of them. The Holy Family lived in Nazareth. Each year Mary and Joseph went to Jerusalem to worship at the temple. When Jesus was 12, he went with them to celebrate the Passover. After the feast, Mary and Joseph started home, thinking Jesus was with their group. But Jesus had stayed behind without them knowing. After traveling a full day, they realized he was missing. They searched for him among their relatives and friends, but he wasn't there. Worried and upset, they returned to Jerusalem. After 3 days, they found him in the temple talking with the teachers and asking them questions. Mary told him how sorrowful she and Joseph had been. Jesus answered, "Didn't you know I must be doing my Father's work?" Jesus loved Mary and Joseph deeply, but he was willing to cause them sorrow for the sake of obeying his heavenly Father. In the same way, many young people today leave home to become priests or religious so they can serve God completely. Some non-Catholic readers say Jesus had brothers and was not Mary's only son. But in the Bible, the word brethren often meant close relatives, not actual brothers. For example, Abraham called his nephew Lot brother. Also, if Mary had other children, Jesus would not have given her into the care of the Apostle John from the cross. Jesus' hidden life lasted from his return to Nazareth at age 12 until he began his public ministry at age 30. The Bible tells us only 2 things about this time. He went down with them to Nazareth and was obedient to them, and Jesus grew in wisdom, age, and grace before God and men. These 2 sentences cover 18 years of his life. At age 12, Jesus had already amazed the teachers in the temple with his wisdom. But instead of staying there to teach, he quietly returned home and lived in obscurity. Jesus' actions teach us as much as his words. He said, "I have given you an example." His hidden life is a perfect model of humility. He lived in poverty, his mother was poor, his foster father was a carpenter, and Nazareth was a small, unimportant town. By this hidden life, Jesus teaches us to become holy and wise before trying to teach others. He shows us to fight against pride and the desire for praise. He teaches us to accept a simple, unnoticed life, if that is God's will. This brings real peace. Jesus himself said, "Learn from me, for I am gentle and humble of heart." For many years he was known only as the carpenter's son. The hidden life also shows perfect obedience. He was subject to them. The all-powerful God obeyed 2 ordinary people. He obeyed them in everything, with love and willingness. We should imitate his obedience. When we obey parents or those in authority but complain or drag our feet, that is not the obedience Jesus showed. When facing difficult tasks, we should answer like Jesus did. "Yes, Father, this is your will." By obeying out of love for God, our obedience becomes supernatural. Jesus' hidden life also gave the pattern for religious life, especially in contemplative communities. Jesus grew in wisdom and grace. Even though he had perfect wisdom from the first moment of his life, he revealed it gradually and in a way suitable for his age. We too can please God greatly without doing impressive things, simply by being humble and obedient where God has placed us. If Jesus, the Son of God, was willing to live quietly, work ordinary jobs, and remain unknown for most of his life, then we should not constantly seek attention or praise.